when you look out and you see somebody in a wheelchair crowd swimming. It's almost like I want to tear up a little bit, when I see it. Not only are they getting to experience the awesomeness of a crowd swim, crowd surf, the audience is so respectful of it too. It's just inspiring. It's really cool to see. So more of that.
I like this mic.
Recording. What's up, guys? I'm Karlee Rose. We are at Warped Tour DC, and today we are rolling with
Doug
and Dan
from Hoobastank.
It's your first Warped Tour, I heard. Are you guys excited?
It seems weird, right? Everybody we've talked to, it's like, this is your first fucking, that's impossible. It's impossible. Yes, we're excited. We were supposed to do this literally right before our first album came out in the early 2000s. And it just never panned out. We had some success early on, and our record label said, hey, we want you to do this. We're like, no, we want to do Warped Tour. And they said, no, you got to do this. And we almost thought, we'll come back next year. And then next year became 5 years and 10 years. But here we are.
I feel like this is an iconic festival. It's been around forever. And I hear that you guys just dropped a new song that you're performing for the first time today.
Yes, we released a song today. It's called How Do You Sleep? We're going to play it for the first time live and see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's an awesome experience. When you guys think of Warped Tour, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
To be honest with you, we went to Warped Tour as audience members many years ago. It was Doug and I. It was probably before we had a record deal. It was in the 90s. It was in the 90s. With a close friend of ours from high school. We were standing in line waiting to get in
the parking lot.
And our buddy John had to pee so bad. This happened to be this orange cone just standing out there, and he literally straddled it, pulled it out, stuck it in the hole of the cone, and just pissed in front of everybody. And that's my first memory of Warped Tour.
I have to agree. That's my prevailing memory, is our friend standing in a parking lot with a line of people with his in a traffic cone so nobody can see. It's like, oh, it's cool, nobody can see. Just peeing in the middle of traffic.
Oh my God.
But of course, then there's piss coming out the bottom of the cone, But yeah, Warped Tour.
Yeah. Similar to you guys, I used to go as a attendee back in the day, and it's your first Warped Tour. It's my first time interviewing Warped Tour, so a lot of firsts today. What is something that you guys do to prepare to go on stage that the fans don't get to see, but you would want them to know?
Well, I don't know. Is there anything that I want them to know? I mean,
we're pretty open. They can know everything. I mean,
it depends from show to show. The only thing I think that we do normally is we have like a vocal warm up. The three of the four guys we warm up for about half an hour, some stretches, and make sure everything. It's so boring, right?
We do some hot yoga.
Yeah, we do some hot nude yoga, and some sacrifice some animals, whatever it takes to get the party started.
I hope they have some hot yoga for you today. If someone were to listen to you guys for the first time, what song would you show them?
I mean, I would show them probably Crawling in the Dark first, It was our first song that we released in, I think, 2001. I don't know, because it says a lot about us, I do.
Yeah, I think that song is a good representation of a lot of the music. Melodic, heavy at times. Yeah, that would be a safe bet.
What is the most unhinged thing that someone has handed you at a festival or a show?
I don't really have an answer to that. I feel like you might, though. You got handed some marriage certificate thing or something many years back.
Yeah, that wasn't at a festival. I remember I was leaving a venue in New York, and we were going out this hallway, or maybe it was Singapore. I don't know. It was somewhere, and security was walking us through, and we're kind of walking through, and people are, you're signing things, and you're not really paying attention, and somebody came over my back and to get me to sign something, and I remember the security guy pulling her off, and it was a marriage certificate.
Oh my God.
So I don't think it would have been legally binding, but I thought that was a clever move.
I feel like we would typically get handed really cool gifts, bracelets, necklaces, T-shirts, stuff like that. And we're super grateful. We never expect it. So when you do, you got to think to yourself, like, that person took the time to make this. They sat at home. Well, I wasn't even thinking about this moment. They were thinking about this moment. So just stuff like that, I'd say.
I like this mic.
Yeah, it's fun to pass around. What is the best piece of advice, musically or otherwise, that you've been given that stuck with you?
I don't know if it was given to me, but it's the piece of advice that I hand out the most to musicians who ask me for advice, and also just to my kids in general. I've got some young teen kids. Is that whatever you do, first of all, find something you love to do. Like whatever it is, like whatever you get out of bed to do, whether you get paid for it or not, and do that. And then do it some more and do it until somebody pays you for it. And that should be your job. But for music, I think, do it for the right reasons. And it all kind of connects, like, be authentic in who you are and what you do. Don't get into music because you want to be famous, because it ain't going to happen. Don't get into music because you want to make money, because that ain't going to happen either.
If it does, though, that's the icing on the cake that you already have.
Yes, if you get into music because you love it, and you're authentic, and you put your art, your you out there, the audience will find you. I don't think you should go out looking for what do people like? That's what I'm going to do. No, do what because that's all you're selling, really. What I'm selling is you, and that's the most unique thing that you can put out. And people will gravitate towards that. And like he said, if you're lucky, the money and quote on fame will find you, but don't go looking for it.
100%. That was a great answer.
Wow.
Okay. How do you think that they could make festivals more inclusive for people with disabilities, or a show more wheelchair accessible?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. More wheelchair accessible.
More wheelchair accessible. Yes.
I mean, they could definitely have. I don't partake, honestly. I don't frequent a lot of festivals except on this side, so I'm not totally up to speed on what is available and what isn't available. But I think we've done shows where there's huge areas for accessibility areas on the side of the stage, which I always thought was cool. And sometimes out in the front, they'll just carve out places where people in wheelchairs or who have mobility issues could be. And I think that's awesome. I think that's a good start, but it's probably already being done, right?
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely taking the right steps, and I love asking other people who are able-bodied or maybe aren't fully educated and educating them and just talking about it. But I think it's super important.
What would you like to see?
I personally would like to see, specific to my disability, I'm in a wheelchair, more paths with easier on the terrain, and more ramps, accessible bathrooms, and better parking, and just a safe space for everyone. But I definitely think we're on the path, and having this conversation is important, and just helping make it more accessible.
I agree.
Some of the coolest things that I've seen at festivals when we've been playing or seeing other bands from the side of the stage is when you look out and you see somebody in a wheelchair basically crowd swimming. And it's almost like I want to tear up a little bit, when I see it, because not only are they getting to experience the awesomeness of a crowd surf, the audience is so respectful of it too. It's just inspiring. It's really cool to see. So more of that.
I actually did crowd surf in my wheelchair once or twice.
How did it feel?
It was amazing. So yeah, I like to feel included and be able to still do those things. But yeah, it's definitely a really fun experience. Scary, but props to all those people that get up there and do that. It's really fun, and everyone is really supportive and helps out. But yeah, those were great answers. Thank you guys so much. Bye, Warped Tour.